Okay. I don't know why, but it won't. It keeps turning my camera off. I don't know.
We can all fit perfectly inside of the house. I mean, even the smallest houses in the world can fit regular-sized furniture, so this house must be really narrow for Jakub to even have to go through all that extra work. This house is perfect for someone who likes to work from home, even more specifically for writers who love their personal space. I mean, it's really easy to isolate yourself in this house, because there's not even enough space to hold a proper gathering for people. This home is meant for one person. The only main rooms are a bedroom and a study room, and they are separated by a simple ladder. The Carrot House was intended to stay up for only 2 years, but it's now become an icon of Warsaw, and it's also now part of everyone's list of things they want to see in this city. Number 6. The Airplane House. We've seen people living in RVs and other sorts of minivans and even making a home inside of their cars. But would you consider living inside of an airplane? Just try to sleep during a 12-hour flight and you'll realize it's not the most comfortable space to make a permanent living space. However, this airplane in Costa Rica is probably one of the best homes you can find in the middle of the rainforest. With 2 bedrooms and breathtaking views, you can simply forget you're inside a Boeing once you find your way through this home. This project was made by Bruce Campbell, who still considers this legit home to be a work in progress. He also says that jetliners can and should be transformed into wonderful homes. He's so obsessed with transforming planes into homes that he's now considering doing a similar project in Japan, which is where he spends his time if he's not lounging at his Costa Rican exotic home. Number 5. The UK Purple House. The next house on this list is in the UK. The exterior is actually quite impressive. I mean, I'm sure a lot of houses over there look like this one, and I would be happy to walk inside if I'm given the chance to do so. It looks big and it has nice walls, and it even has a backyard. So what is it about this place that makes it so interesting? Well, of course, that being its interior. Whoever lives inside this place is obsessed with the color purple. So if that's your favorite color, you might fall in love with this home right away. Or you might get sick of purple and choose a new favorite color. The walls, the tiles, the rugs, pretty much everything is purple. There's only a few pieces of furniture that are black and white, just to contrast a bit with the excessive amount of purple all around. And, well, it seems like someone out there really loved the idea of a purple home, because the place was sold at 400,000 British pounds,
What?
which is the equivalent to a bit more than $500,000 US.
Why?
Number 4. The Clock Tower House. When you walk around Brooklyn, you'll probably spot the clock tower. Sure, it's impressive, but would you ever consider checking out what it looks like from the inside? Well, as I mentioned in previous videos, this building is more than just another clock tower. Inside it, you're gonna find one of the most impressive penthouses in the city. It's a 650 square meter space from which you can have one of the best views of New York City. The previous owners originally tried to sell it at $25 million US back over in 2010, but they realized that no one was that crazy for a clock tower penthouse. So they had to slowly lower down the price until finally someone bought it at the modest amount of $15 million. Apparently this home is a perfect spot to get a view of Manhattan, Brooklyn, and Queens.
Her what?
Number 3.
So then I said to him, you ought to customize your car insurance with Liberty Mutual, so you only pay for what you need. Hot dog or chicken?
Only pay for what you need.
Liberty, liberty, liberty.
The Backyard Secret. And now there's this house in the UK that looks pretty ordinary from outside. Now, you might think a whole magical world will pop out in front of your eyes once you open the door, but surprisingly that's not the case. I mean, the house is nice. It has a regular living room, a normal bedroom, a kitchen that is big, but still nothing extraordinary. So then, what's just so unique about this space? Why did I put it on this list? Well, a visit to the backyard is all you need to get the answers to those questions. As soon as you step outside, you'll realize there is a small building inside the property, something that looks like a tiny house. As you approach it, you'll realize it is a pub, actually. This house has its own private pub in the backyard. It's all equipped with lots of space to bring friends and family over. There's a bar and plenty of chairs to relax and unwind after long days of work. This place was sold for about $320,000 US, and I'm sure the new owners now have one of the most popular hangout spots within their group of friends. Now it's time for today's best pick. This video has shown us that we can never judge a house by its looks, and just one glimpse of the interior can change the way we see things. But some houses hold so many secrets.
Your camera's off. Why?
Because it can be.
No, it can't.
What can it be?
But it physically won't let me turn mine on.
That's nice.
I try to turn it on and it turns off. It
I
stays
think
off.
my friend is dead.
What?
I think my friend is dead.
Why is that?
Because he don't sleep and he hasn't answered me for an hour. So I think he's dead.
There's no way he doesn't sleep.
Everyone knows that one of the best symbols of coolness is an awesome vehicle. From celebrities, millionaires to YouTubers, so many people show off their wealth.
Pause this. Was that man just driving a fucking tank? What the fuck? Oh, it's
in creativity by buying an epic set of wheels or big bodacious boats. However, sometimes a souped-up sports car straight off the lot or a sophisticated mega yacht just doesn't quite do it anymore. And because of this, some eccentric vehicle lovers with deep pockets take it to the next level entirely with crazy spins on custom vehicles. Today, we're going to be taking a look at some of the most unusual and unique vehicles the world has to offer. Let's get it on! Bentley Ultra Tank. If I told you to guess in which country someone converted a luxury car into a makeshift tank, what would your first guess be?
He turned a Bentley into a fucking tank.
You got it. Russia, of course. And thankfully, they put it all on YouTube for the world to marvel at. The Bentley Ultra Tank, as it's known, was made by the huge Russian YouTube channel Academy G by taking an older Bentley Continental GT and re-engineering it from the ground up to be able to drive on two massive tank treads, lifting it more than 2 feet off the ground. In order to make this insane Frankenstein serve a machine, the team took apart a Bentley GT and added a souped-up 4.3-liter V8 engine, then rebuilt it around a custom-made frame and
then they
threads so
have
that
fake
its
people
steering wheel
cheating
could
on you with their
actually
best friend the
control
whole time.
Since this was a totally custom job, it took a little while to work out all the kinks on the first test run. But once the Academy G team figured out the right settings, the Bentley Ultra Tank really took off, reaching speeds of up to 62 miles per hour and conquering off-road terrain like a champ. It even managed to almost go completely airborne when seamlessly zooming up the side of a steep hill, only to land perfectly safely back on its threads and keep on trucking. Tanking, I guess. Imagine pulling a
Alexa, lock the front door. Front door locked.
Imagine.
If you can choose to be kind to your body with this bar made with almonds, imagine what other kind choices you can make.
World peace has finally been achieved.
But I'm just going to Milwaukee.
Or you could start by doing something small. Imagine pulling up to a luxury car show in a tank. That'll surely turn some heads. Sea Breacher. Going out on the water is always a fun experience, especially if you're trying to cool down in the summer heat. However, what you didn't know is that there's a whole lot of ways to make your dip into the deep a little more exciting. What must be one of the most extreme and costly ways, though, is taking a spin in the Sea Breacher. And that's literally taking a spin. The Sea Breacher is one of many custom-built watercrafts made for some serious cruising. These shark-shaped turbo machines are capable of hitting speeds as high as 54 miles per hour on the water, and can even take a dive into the depths, only to pop back up like a dolphin breaching the waves. Inside, the driver can steer in 3D space, making the marine vehicle rapidly skim across the surface, do a barrel roll, or shoot into the air with the aid of the forces of the water pressure around it. Volkner Mobile Performance. The terms mobile home and luxury usually aren't used in the same sentence, but when you're talking about the Volkner Mobile Performance, these words couldn't fit together more perfectly. While on the outside it might look like a regular old camper, once you step inside, it transforms into a 5-star resort, decked out with a full kitchen, a spacious bedroom, and of course a heated bathroom. In case all of that just isn't enough high society for you, no need to worry, because what mansion would be complete without a garage? That's right, the Volkner's lower level functions as a giant garage capable of transporting sports cars.
Nope.
Oh.
Don't want to believe that. Did you just hear what this man said? Okay, don't answer me. A fucking camper has a garage. Let me find out. Oh, okay. His is in the back arrow. It says back. Like your butt. I'm gonna shut up. Fix this? Fix nothing. 15 wild animals that saved humans' lives. What the fuck? First off, the cover of this is a tiger. There's no possible way. I don't believe this shit.
Not all wild animals hate humans. Most do, and we kind of deserve it.
You have to have that trusting relationship.
But some of them just want to survive and thrive as they do. And frankly, we should be more graceful. From 2 lions that took an immediate liking to a young girl, to a sea lion that wanted to give a suicidal man one more chance. Here are 15 wild animals that saved human lives. Number 15. Girl saved by lions. From an early age, we're conditioned to think of lions as a special type of superhuman killing machine, capable of causing a lot of damage to our puny human bodies. But if this story is anything to go by, maybe they're not quite as terrifying as we think. Note, they are. In 2005, a 12-year-old Ethiopian girl was abducted by 4 men while walking home from school. Just a week later, the police managed to track them down, as they were about to escape with her. But there was a problem. The abductors happened to come face to face with 3 African lions that promptly chased them off, leaving the girl behind. While this would usually be a pretty tragic ending to the story, the lions really didn't harm the girl at all. They stayed with her through the ordeal, standing guard and protecting her until the police eventually found her. The lions then headed back into the wild, apparently satisfied with their good deed. African media.
African lions saved the little girl from being kidnapped. What? What? I don't think that's true, but if it is, that's kind of... What?
What the
Called the incident a miracle of God, and it's definitely worthy of the title. Lions don't usually behave like this, which only makes it more incredible. Before
Yeah,
we
he
go
did.
on, like this video,
What?
smash the subscribe button.
Yeah, he dead. He real dead. His mom just texted me.
What?
Roast it. I don't care.
Bro, I'm deaf. What'd you just say?
My friend is definitely dead. How the fuck did I eat all of those? No. I can't freaking keep
The notification bell right now, or this centipede will crawl on your face when you're sleeping.
Ain't going to sleep then.
Number 14. Sea Lion Rescue. We never know what's going on in the heads of others, which is why it's so important to check in with people and protect our own mental health. But don't worry, because this is a heartwarming and uplifting story about the power of nature. In 2000, Kevin Hines had reached rock bottom, suffering from bipolar disorder and depression. He felt his life was spiraling out of control. Rather than go on living an unpleasant existence, he decided to just end it all. Soon after, Hines was standing on the Golden Gate Bridge and took that big leap into the unknown. Only
On the Golden Gate Bridge, this man tried to commit suicide.
I used to think so uninspired.
Only Hines didn't die. Upon landing, Hines painfully shattered 3 vertebrae and realized he had made a mistake. He didn't want to die. Thankfully, a nearby sea lion didn't want him to die either, and kept pushing him up above the water's surface until the Coast Guard eventually arrived to collect him. Hines would later say that this sea lion saved his life. Hines began a program designed to help him deal with his depression, and had since used his story and experiences to inspire others, and urge those struggling with mental health struggles to talk about it. Number 13. Whale saves woman.